What's going on, guys? It's Jed. Welcome to the altcoin update. So hopefully you just saw the Bitcoin update, again, which will give you a rough sort of view on what we can expect. So XRP looks relatively the same thing. We have an uptrend that's holding the move. Unfortunately, um, oh man, looks like it's hard closing below the uptrend. So you know what I said about trends closing below an uptrend. Usually we can see, not a significant downtrend. Just, I mean, depending on where the next support is, but we'd probably see a downtrend back to like the low, um, around these 4 hour levels. But again, these are tested. But let's see if we can dive a little bit deeper. So we have this uptrend here, right? We erased it from this original downtrend. So um, yeah, I mean, with these uptrends anyway being this steep, these are bound to break. Um, and it's just part of accumulation distribution, right? So yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised this broke, but let's see if we can mark out any daily supports that are untested. So I mean that you can see this level is tested here. These levels are tested here. Um, Yeah, we'll just mark the daily origin right there. I mean, it's already tested, guys, but we shall see. Um, we have a daily level here that was not tested. So I know it interferes with this 4 hour here, but because a daily, you can think of a daily being much stronger, so we can just delete that 4 hour for now. Um, yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is. Let me see. 1 second. Am I missing anything here? No, actually, we're fine. So let's go to the 4 hour and see what's going on. All right. This 4 hour, yeah, there are a lot of levels that we could have removed. Okay, cool. So that's the daily. I know this looks a little crazy, but this is the daily. Um, this is daily uptrend. Um, but as you can see, if we go back to the daily time frame, what's really important is this time here. So there's 6 hours left until this candle close. So I'm not going to move it just yet. So we're going to keep that there. We have this daily here. Fortunately, right, if anyone that's really bullish or really that really loves XRP, we got an origin. Oh, that's tested. This 4 hour is tested, guys. So look, if we go to the make this blue because it's 4 hour, and we zoom in, you see that. You see this long wick right here? Tested the level. And even if you move it here, I mean, these are both tested levels, and you have the daily here. So, yeah, I mean, XRP doesn't look, locally doesn't look too all good, you know. We'll just make the local downtrend there. So we have an apex here, 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 and all the way down to this. So, in my opinion, I mean, like we could see, because it's breaking below this daily downtrend, depending how it reacts in 6 hours, if it just decides to fall, and fall here, I could see this maybe, bounce around here, just ultimately because it's an untested daily. So, but again, I mean, we still have 6 hours until that daily candle closes, which would sort of create a chain reaction for a downtrend, depending if it hard closes below. But we shall see. So yeah, that's XRP. QNT. You guys know how I feel about QNT. I got a little drawing from last time, so it looks like it's finding accumulation. If you guys really want to break it down on the 4 hour, again, you can just mark the ranges here. Hold on, am I missing? Mark the ranges right there, and we got there, but you can remove that 4 hour. It's really no point. It's really just at this point here. It's tested. We can, I guess, and we're getting really close here, so kind of. So I'll finally start marking levels on the 4 hour for you guys on this. But yeah, this is ultimately the range. So yeah, like this is what I mean. So like when I'm trading and I see coins that are hitting the apex, Um, uh, I I don't really chart them on an hour on the hourlies, whether that be 1 hour, 4 hour, until it gets really close to the apex. Like in an instance like this, where it's getting fairly close to the apex, it's been downtrending for so long. This is where I would start charting them on the 4 hour and 1 hour, etc. As we get closer. And what we want to look out for here are again ladder points. So again, this is still fairly early into the apex, but this is where you would start marking your trend lines. Okay, you want to be early. There's no point of waiting until it gets mid here. Sometimes you're gonna miss out on the move up, or even if the move down if you're shorting. Um, if you spot any like levels or patterns too late, right? So here we're preparing ourselves. So the next update, we'll slowly make the slight movements we need to make, and we can come to conclusion as we get halfway. So yeah, that's pretty much QNT. I'm not gonna evolve the downtrend yet until there's a red candle, but I would assume this would be the resistance zone for QNT for now locally. Matic looks like it's have some weekly levels here. So what's going on here? Yeah, there's that weekly. So no surprise, there's that weekly's being rejected. Again, this is an infinite. Um, this has been here since the beginning. So yeah, this is gonna be quite the resistance, guys. So let's go to the daily and see if we're spotting anything. Um, we have this daily downtrend that confirmed the breakout. I mean, if you want, you continue to move it, continue to move it. Let's delete this 4 hour. There's really no point on this. 4 hour, I don't know what the heck this is doing. This daily is just remove that. That's removed. Um, okay, cool. Got some 4 hour levels here. We'll probably just keep that there. Why is this? Okay, that's because it's a daily. So any daily levels that we can spot here, guys. So let's start from the left, right? We got left here. We got some this swing high. That's you can see that's just invalid at this point. Like it, actually no, incorrect. So we have this daily resistance, right? This is a swing high, guys. It's a high, the swing high. Looks like it's a funny looking candle, but that's a swing high. The low over here can technically be I would rather be something more local on maybe this origin level here. So what we're going to do here, we're going to mark this swing high. As you can see, it's much more accurate. And then we have some origin levels here, but these are tested. Anything that's not tested, oof, that's tested. But I like the bodies of the candles, so I'll just mark this for now and make that untested. Falls within closely to this 4 hour, but we shall see how that goes. Yeah, so now we can really spot on that it's working within this range, and that we have this apex because we evolved the downtrend. So now we have this apex here. Okay, and then it's getting really tight. We saw this weekly up here, and this weekly is at the end of the year. So yeah, again, guys, like I said, back to the end of the year thing. We tend to see a volatile movement at the end of the year. So when we mark out these weekly apexes, don't be surprised if you see them at the end of the year. Like as of right in this weekly apex, you see it's at the end of the year. So again, not really much a surprise. Let's go on the weekly. I'm actually curious if we can mark some downtrends. I haven't really marked any downtrends on DGB yet. Let's see. Let's mark some weekly downtrends. Crazy. Perfect. Okay, so we got 2 weekly downtrends. 2024. And it's quite some time. But let's go back to the dailies. So we have this downtrends getting super tight. DGB, guys, just keep in mind if it does move up again, we have this downtrend that'll most likely act as resistance in the future. So a lot of time for DGB in my opinion. So again, and this is the local downtrend on the weekly time frame. So yeah, still a lot of time for DGB in my opinion. But obviously we know that it's inside this accumulation zone. And if it does move up, just, keep in mind it's probably going to reject this downtrend on the weekly. So locally, the most it would go is 38%, and yeah, maybe not the wisest trade to hold. Maybe just something to just keep in there, as a hedge against something. But yeah, TRX. Okay. Okay, so like with TRX guys, again, the more hard closes, especially on the daily, the better, and the more chances of it moving up on a weekly, right? So for on the daily, we have multiple hard closes. So hopefully, perfect. So if this red candle is a green candle, that'll be really good for TRX. Okay, so by the looks of it, again, now there's only pretty much 6 hours left. Again, just like we saw in that Bitcoin update. There's still 5 hours left, but anything can happen on this candle. It's just really fighting against this weekly resistance, guys. And you gotta keep in mind, weekly resistances are weekly resistances. They have taken months and years to create these resistances. That's why weekly resistances and supports or whatever are just so strong. But once they break, it can ignite things because it's breaking a very long-term, trend, support, or resistance, and it finally reached it. And the fact that it's finally going to break it, hopefully this would break. That would give a lot of room for TRX to move up. But again, if it ultimately rejects down, just keep in mind this is the only weekly downtrend. This is the only trend that's holding the move. So ultimately, um, the only support really is over here because everything here is all tested. No matter what supports you make, they're all tested. So it's ultimately really just to this next weekly uptrend. So tread carefully, guys. I know a lot of you entered during the 70s, so you're up 20. I'm sorry, 0.07. So it went up 2 cents since then. So yeah, that's like 20%, right? Or am I going crazy? 30%. Yeah. So yeah. That's pretty much it, guys. Yeah, that's the update. So if you have any comments, questions, just drop one down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer it. See you on the next one. Bye.